concussion, really unfortunate. But Gold Coast won't be crying too much because they did get pick 6 who was used on King. And King's, you know, obviously going to be one of the best players in the next 10 years. Jack Humph, really boring trade. Went from Port Adelaide to Gold Coast around 4. Boring, C. Like literally so boring. Jackson Thurlow, even more boring. Geelong get pick 70. Thurlow goes from Geelong to Sydney. He plays 17 games. It gets a C+, not a B+. Boring, but I mean, he played a little bit, so we'll give him a bit more than a C. Marcus Adams, another awfully boring trade. I mean, at the time, this was actually kind of cool because, you know, Adams was a good defender for the Dogs, but he goes to Brisbane. He's only played less than 50 games. He's retired now. Didn't go as well as planned. The Dogs got pick 32 around 3 as well, and, you know, Brisbane get Adams. I honestly think the Dogs win this, so therefore Brisbane lose. Adams lost out on that trade. I'm going to give it a D+. Jordan Roughhead went from the Dogs to Collingwood for pick 75. Was great for Collingwood, you know, really good. What can I say? He played over 60 games, you know, nearly helped them to success, and that trade gets a B+. Actually, you know what? That trade gets an A because pick 75 for a proven guy is absolutely crazy to me in hindsight. More boring trades. I mean, this trade period has actually, in hindsight, been extremely boring. Travis Collier, I mean, who remembers that name? Goes from Essendon to Speed Demon. Round 4, Essendon get. Free round to get Travis Collier. He's played nearly 60 games, so let's get that trade a B. Dylan Shield. Now, this was one of the best trades of the window because there was so much involving it. Obviously, Dylan Shield for GWS was an amazing player, but he's gone to Essendon and kind of stunk up the gaff. He hasn't even got to 80 games yet, and it's been, what, 5-6 seasons? So it's not good. Now, just to, you know, recap the trade, Essendon got Shield and a round 2. GWS got a pick 9 and a future round 1. So GWS win. They win the trade. For them, you know, you're thinking of an A+. Essendon, it's just been unfortunate. It's probably a D, which is sad because he promised so much, but he delivered so little. Nick Newman now, actually a quite fun trade. He's played 80 games for Carlton. He went from Sydney. Sydney got a round 4 from Carlton. Carlton win this trade. I'm going to give this trade an A+, because if you're given a future round 4 for a reliable guy, Nick Newman, who's played 80 games, what more do you want? That's actually one of the better trades of the window. And you could argue, wouldn't be mad if you argue that's the best steal of the window. A famous one here, Dane Beams, for a lot of different reasons, family reasons. He wanted to come back to Collingwood, to Victoria. Got to do with his dad, from Brisbane. Now, Brisbane got pick 18, pick 56 in a round 1. Dane Beams went to Collingwood alongside a pick 41 and a pick 44. Who wins? Probably Brisbane. But feels weird grading this trade because, you know, we're going to give this an NA, all right? Because I don't want to grade this because this is more sort of Beams had to come back for family reasons. You know, there's no doubt Brisbane won the trade, but, you know, it's just unfortunate what happened. And I believe everything else is draft picks, which means that is the 2018 AFL trade window, I guess, graded every trade. Let me know in the comments if you agree with all my different gradings. So write it down there. Where have I gone wrong? Where have I gone right? Make sure you like, subscribe, all that good stuff. Follow the TikTok FTFooty. Thank you for watching. I'll be